What up, guys and girls? Another brand new video coming at you today. And we are back for another round of AOR Oceania F2. This is for round number 4 here at the Bahrain Grand Prix. Here's a reminder of the championship standings on your screen. We have a 13-point gap over my teammate, and Ferrari have a 39-point gap over Renault in the constructors. So, Bahrain, what can I say, as we get out of the road of really smashed into the back of the teammate's bag, former teammate's bag while there. But Bahrain, I wasn't really excited about coming into this round because I didn't have a lot of practice, if I'm completely honest, and I completely changed my braking pressure a lot before this, the setup wise. So you can probably tell I'm locking up nearly everywhere through qualifying, and you'll be probably see it in the race laps as well. But this was just a psych up, a little like what do you call it, like a sense of what the tyre group was like, and you probably be able to tell as well that we're running in the dark as well. We are running in the midnight session as per the rules of what was discussed with AOR, considering that the official one doesn't exactly bring dusk. So basically running with the midnight setting here, but come straight back in and just take all the fuel out and put on the soft tyres as well. I should point out we are missing 3 people this week with WF on Ricardo, the Captain Farah, and my teammate Owens. They're all not here, but we do welcome Demonic X-Biker, who is new to AOR, so a big welcome to him. Apparently he has raced in ASR as well, so big welcome to him. He's in the Williams alongside Frizy. So now about to head up for pretty much my one and only run here on the soft tyre run here. So this was always the plan. I think I've learnt a lot, as that's Demonic, I think, going well and truly wide off there. So this was always the plan. I learnt a lot from the SRL race, and that was probably the only other practice I had there for Bahrain. So learnt a lot that most of the top guys, you know, like New Zealand Ryan and Warden, all those guys were using the soft tyres because they didn't feel comfortable with the tyre grip sort of thing. You don't want to stress out your tyres. If you're on the super soft tyres, they probably don't last as long. Well, they definitely won't last as long as the soft tyres, but running way wide coming into 10, it affected my run a little bit here, and just to make matters worse, I run way too wide there and actually invalidate my lap time, and yeah, that was pretty much my qualifying done. So is that Matt gets his first pole position in AOR, so that's 4 different pole sitters this whole season, but way down in 15th. I'm completely embarrassed. What other words can I say, really? But a lot to make up for. It's time to go racing here at the Bahrain Grand Prix. Well, welcome to the grid, and I bet you didn't expect to see the championship leader down in second last. So basically I had a free choice of tyres, as you can see here. I pretty much went for what I was going to do anyway, soft to medium. I mean, the option, the super soft, is probably not the right way to go right at the end, but it was there just in case, to put it that way. So, and put on a heap of fuel on the car as well. So, but we're all set for round 4 of AOR Oceania F2. 5 red lights. Very long hold. Let's do it around Bahrain. It's a pretty good start, actually. Frizy is not had the greatest of starts. It's Conrad in front, and Luxury Lizard there actually had a great start from the back of the grid. He did have a qualifying ban, if you do remember from that incident, what happened with him and Minchi back in China. And unfortunately, he missed the last round at Azerbaijan. So you see there just up the inside there of Conrad. And we're going to have a look here at turn 4. Take a very late move up the inside of Penske there, but Luxury Lizard, a spag ball of tangled, and I think that's put both of them out. Well, it's definitely now put Luxury Lizard out of the race. So what was a great start has just turned pear-shaped for him, but now Penske's going up the inside here did leave him room there. He did apologise for doing the late dive bomb. No, that's fair for him. Anyway, so back we go to these guys, and there's a lot of fighting going on here. Kiowas is looking up the inside of the Sly. I think he's also on the soft tyres. Penske's definitely on the soft tyres, so the Sly runs very wide here coming out of, I think that's 11. And that's an easy spot. We're back up in the P10 now. Trying to chase after Kiowas, basically, and you see Mitchie all over the shop there, and he's actually going to pump into the pits here, so something's not right with that Red Bull. Not being the greatest of starts. I do think this is not one of his favourite tracks anyway. We're going to have a late dive bomb on the inside of Kiowas. Think about it on R8K for 2 in 1, but in the end settle for Kiowas, and that's put us back up into P8 anyway, so taking it nice and cautiously through here. Someone went very wide there. That's the Williams, I think, of Demonic ex-biker. He did a ripping job in qualifying way up the order there. And he's just seen it, not the greatest of runs. I was really struggling with the brake. The different braking with the Demonic straight in, and R8 nearly looked like he was going to follow him, but that was an easy move there for the Sly. But I'm not done with this move yet. We're going to have a little think about it up the inside. Thought about it, rode the curb maybe a bit too much, and that cost me a lot of time, and yeah, that's a pretty easy move there for the Sly, but now we've got Kiowas all over the rear of us now, so you just tell the super soft runners have probably got a little bit more pace. I think most of the top guys in qualifying had the super soft tyres on, so you can just tell I'm just struggling with the braking performance. And like I said, I changed my braking balance a little bit before, because I have been running probably a little bit lower than what I well, it's definitely a lot higher this time around compared to what I usually do. So replay on board with Mitchie from the start. Pretty good start for him. That's up around the outside of Zombie. Again, he's on the soft tyres, but there's a little bit of bashing between Matt and Demonic. So he's already in the Biffo and Barge already, but fortunately Mitchie got a little tangled up with Demonic, and yeah, fortunately he's copped a little bit of front wing damage. If you do watch his video, it does have the soundtrack of Sounds of Silence, which I not want to get copyright for anyway, but that explains why he's had to come into the pit lane, and just to make matters worse, he's now copped a 5-second stop-go penalty for coming in way too quick there, and yeah, and also forgot to change his front wing. Probably didn't change it to the yes option there, but here's a replay from Zombie from the start. Matt had not the greatest of starts actually from pole position. The leg is going to get the move up the inside here, and Zombie thought about it, nearly going 3 wide there. And there's Mitchie going right around the outside. That's Exodona as well in the Force India. A little bit caught up on the curb there. That probably allows Exodona to have a good run here. DT's there as well. You don't be able to see that. That's what happened with Mitchie, and Demonic biker just getting very wide there, and now should make it stick. He's back up into P4 now for Zombie. And now cut to the end of lap 2, is it? Yes, it is now up the inside of Demonic. Thought about it, doesn't quite have a run, but he does have a great run there. Demonic just gives him a little block there just so he doesn't get the run. That's allowed Exodona, and actually Zombie's let him through there, I think. Now Exodona's going to have a crack up the inside here, get a little touch with him and Demonic, but that's allowed Zombie to have a look up the inside. No, not quite there yet, but he'll think about it down here. Has to do it around a long way here. Demonic didn't have the best to run. Now trying to do a crisscross here. This is going to be a difficult one. There's definitely probably turn 10. He's going to be the ideal spot, but no, that might explain why Demonic went very wide there. And yeah, here we go with another replay with R8K. It's a good. That was that's Mitchie in the Red Bull there at the good start. Exodona. Think about it up the inside. There's DT coming through as well. So R8 probably didn't have the greatest of starts. Now he's still up the Sly going around his outside. So this is all happening while I was way behind in the Ferrari. Let's put it that way. But up the inside he goes back on the Sly. But the Sly's got plenty of drive out of that Sauber. And it makes it stick as well. So That looked like DT heading a little bit sideways there. Wouldn't be surprised if the Red Bulls are tangled, but somehow managed to survive. Now, R8 probably going to have a look here at the inside areas of the slide. Yes, he is. There's a thing about it. Gives him a little touch. And that explains why he got the move done. So now here's our replay on board with Penske. Now, I will apologise firstly because the sound probably does not match up with the footage sort of thing. So if it sounds a little bit odd, like you're probably hearing now, that's the reason why. It's out of my hands, really. So that was Conrod not having the greatest of runs. So this is what it looked like from Penske's view anyway. So you see, here you go, here I come up the inside. There we go. And that's the two of them, Luxury Lizard and the Spag Bowl. We'll have a look on board very shortly with one of them. And Penske did have a think about it up the inside here and turn 8. We'll get it right. Now, here's the replay on board with Luxury Lizard. Now, he probably got the better start of a lot of us, but up into P11 straight away after starting dead last. Not a bad effort from Lizard, but has to go right around the outside of Kiowas here, and able to tell Spagbo actually got a good run here, and they've actually got tangled wheels, and yeah, that's unfortunate. I think Spagbo somehow avoided getting a lot of damage there, but there's a replay again with Penske. Kiowas got a little bit too much curb then, and they might pay the price here. And yeah, there we go, up into P9 for Penske. Makes that move pretty stick there, and again, apologies for the audio, but yeah, back we go with us, and I'm just really struggling here. Again, not a lot of practice shows, and I'm just riding the curves, and it just doesn't work with the setup anyway. But there's a lot of weaving going on in the front straight here. We now set a personal best for myself. Can't really remember what the personal best was. Back now, that's a move up the inside for Sly. Up the inside of RAK, but he holds off for the time being. Now these two are going to still go side by side going up into turn 4. The Sly, R8's holding on just, but these two are still, oh, that was a little sideways movement there. There is a little bit of lag from RAK, I won't lie, but again, they didn't ride those curves at all there, so that was just horrible there, but hopefully should start to close up a little bit on RAK here. Now coming into the dreaded turn 9 and 10 section, and fortunately R8 went very well. Well, it did look like he looked very deep. Yeah, he did go very deep actually, so his lag still affecting it big time. Whether that happened on my screen or on his screen or what, I don't know, but yeah, that's put us back up into P7 now. So, I mean, it's not bad recovery. It's only lap 5. And that is Mitchie out of this race, so he's pretty much had enough of all the carnage that's just gone on. So this will explain what actually happened. So he gets on the curb a little bit too much and manages to avoid that wall on the left, but couldn't avoid that wall on the right, unfortunately. So basically reversing straight back out, and well, nearly went straight back out, I should say, but yeah, he's just well, I mean, what can you do, really? I think he slammed into the wall again, and yeah, he's pretty much just retired from the race. So let's have a look at this on the replays with RAK in these battle with the Sly. You just see he gets a little bit sideways coming out of that turn 2. Now he's covering the inside line here and trying to make Sly go around the outside, but he's going to try. Oh, okay, that might explain why the Sly got him, because a little bit too much wheel spin there for R8. And again, he's another one that struggled with the bumps a lot, just like myself there, but he's still getting a little bit sideways here as R8. But here we go into the turn 9-10 section. Lock up. Well, it's an interesting one there. Just looked like it didn't have no brakes. But yeah, there you go. I am up the inside there, and there's actually a bit of a moment here where he goes through myself. It shouldn't be too long before Penske has a look up the inside. Well, it looked like Penske did have up the inside, but again, lags involved a lot here. And, I don't think Penske was too thrilled. I was in the same party chat as him. He was definitely not too thrilled with this, with Laggy, with the RAK being Laggy, I should say, not his teammate Laggy, because he's definitely improved his internet connection in his way up the field. So now Penske having a look up the inside here. R8 just holds on for the time being. Now these two are going to go side by side down the front straight. It's going to bring Kiowas into play here. And these two are not done with yet. Lags still involved here. Again, apologies for the audio. It does sound out of sync, doesn't it? But there you go, up the inside. But R8's not done yet, and he holds off for the time being. So now back we go with us on the lap, at the end of lap 6 and lap 7. The top guys basically came in and pitted. I think Matt possibly was the first one to come in early, but RAK and Penske, they've tangled actually. And that spun RAK, and I think it may have, Kiowas may have caught a little bit of front wing damage from that, or he was very lucky he ghosted. I'm not really too sure, but yeah, Conrad is also in as well. So R8's going for the soft tyre, so he's, I think, going for the 2-stop here. Demonic has gone way back down the field here, but this is what it looked like from Penske's on board. Now coming into the pretty much the penultimate corner here, and well, it looks like he's got enough up there. It just gives him the slightest of touches, and yeah, it looked like Kiowas actually got into the side pod of him, but yeah, the Zombie Hunter. It's a big moment for Exodona. That's an easy move for Zombie there up into P2 for him. So he's looking good so far. He's doing the opposite run here, but you just tell I'm struggling. It's just, this car is just not riding the curbs at all, and I think Exodona is now pitted. Well, I'm not sure if Laggy is pitted yet or not, but we'll be soon. Now R8 looking out the inside of Demonic, and he gets it done as well in the turn 1. Hopefully try and make it go around the long way, and actually Demonic does go around the long way. Probably a risky move, might have gotten a legal overtake for that, but he got it done. And now Laggy comes in, so basically the soft tyre runners are still going, myself included, on the start of lap 9. Yeah, and you can just tell now that who was that, Matt or Exodona, one of the two. It just shows that that might be why Exodona. Yeah, that's Exodona now, but probably was Matt before. They're just showing that the pace they've got and their fresher rubber. So yeah, and the last one being DT, he took his super softs the longest. You can see just improving personal best as well. So I think DT's definitely going for the 1-stop here. There you can tell that my tyres are just starting to wear big time here, and yeah, it won't be too long before I come into the lane anyway. But Penske is now under attack from Laggy, who's on fresher rubber. I think most of these top guys might have been doing the 2-stop. Penske was committed to pitting this lap, but you'll see in a moment what actually conspired. But yeah, that's a pretty easy move for Laggy up the inside, and but Penske's still holding on here. But now Laggy's got that job done.
We can't take you right now. Pit in next lap.
Yeah, there's an unfortunate moment because Zombie actually takes his pit stop window now at the end of lap 11. So that's pretty much ruined Penske's day. He's going to have to stick around for one more lap, but Zombie is now in for, he's going on to the super soft tyre, so that means he's going for the 2-stop here. Sly was in as well. I think he's going for the 1-stop, but I basically follow these guys, and I've learnt from my mistakes in China, or hopefully I have. So I'm going to do the one and only pit stop for myself. Onto the mediums we go, and away we go. So these babies are going to hold on hopefully for the remainder of this race, but come out with a little bit of fresh air. I think R8's behind and Frizy is just in front there, so I mean, probably we have lost a little bit of ground to the guys in front. But you can see there, oh gee, that's Frizy going way off the track there. Look at, he had a big moment coming out of that corner. And now Zombie really showing that pace he's got with the super soft tyres. All over the back of Exodona. I think Exodona may have cut the corner then, but look at the run he's got here. Exodona's just covering the inside line straight away, but it won't be too long here before Zombie makes this move stick. Up the inside he goes and gets it done. So up into now P3 it is, because Penske has now pitted, or is now pitted now, and he's going for his one and only pit stop, I think, for the mediums. Yep, there we go. Away he goes. Again, it feels weird having the audio out of sync there, but that's put us back up into P7 now on lap 14. So there's a yellow flag in the middle sector. I think this could be why. So this was the earlier one with Frizy. I think he just touches the white line a little bit too much and, well, loses majority of his front wing, pretty much the whole front wing, to be honest with you. So that means he's going to have to come in and get his front wing changed. Now, it did start on the medium tyres, so he's going on to the soft tyres. Probably a little bit, it's touch and go whether he can take these to the end. But you'll be able to see now in the next lap. Does nearly the exact same thing, but for worse consequences, and that's him out of the race. And now Zombie really showing the pace. This sets the near fastest lap of the race on lap 14 and putting a lot of pressure on Matt. Takes a very late dive bomb up the inside and gets P2. So you can tell Zombie's just looking for pace here at the moment. But back we go to my point of view. Getting a very big moment coming out of the slow left-right hander, and wow, my heart was in my mouth then, I tell you. That could have easily binned it big time. It could have affected my championship lead, or it could have been gone basically. But R8's come in on lap 17 and pitted for soft tyres. Nothing really happened for a few laps, but now we've lost Demonic X-Bike. He's DNF'd in his first race of the season, so very unfortunate for him. But you can just see now Laggy's now coming in for his second pit stop, and literally right on his tail here. Did think about having a good run out of here, but you just tell now that Laggy's got a lot of pace with those super soft tyres. Should get them easily warmed up and pull away from me. This was pretty much how close I was going to get with the leaders anyway, so we were holding on P6 for the moment, but it probably will drop down a little bit longer, a little bit later, I should say. But I think by the time we get here, Demonic, his car's gone, so you can just tell Laggy's got way more pace than me. So, and now Penske is also under attack from Exodona, who's also on fresher rubber. I think you'll look up the inside here at turn 8. Yes, he does. Very late dive bomb, gives him a little shove, probably broke himself there, and it's now P7 for Exodona and back to P8 for Penske. Again, just like me, running these tyres to the end, and Exodona had a little moment coming out of that slow corner at turn 10. Now, this was another incident that happened between Spagbowl and Conrod Straight. Spag takes this corner normally, doing everything. Conrod's all over the back of him here. The experienced Steve Bingham is doing his best here. But there's a little bit of issues here when you come up into turn 4 as Conrad comes from a long way back, and he actually gets the spot. So that was all weird. Now Zombie's coming in for his last pit stop. I believe another set of super soft tyres there. Yes, that explains the 2-stop. No, definitely showing pace here. That'll drop him back. Sly takes the lead, effective lead, but we now come on. You can just see Zombie just come out in front of us there, and that was basically the first and last time I saw of Zombie the majority of this race. So he just basically waved to him in the distance, and away he goes. So it's probably going to be tough for him to beat. Tough to beat. I'll get it right. It'll be tough to beat Zombie now, but now I'm just basically just struggling, getting a little oversteery there out of turn 10. Tyres are starting to feel the effects here, and yeah, getting my I think that's my first warning for the race after all that. So, and again, there's Exodona showing off the pace that he's got. So, and that worried me a little bit because he's the next car behind me. So I was not looking forward to that. Anyway, now Zombie all over the back of, I think, that Laggy and who's that? That's DT, I think. Yes, it is. So DT's run a long race here on the mediums. But these guys have got the fresher rubber and a lot more speed. So Laggy will look up the inside here and gets it done at turn 11. The DT's not done yet. Now Zombie, well, to think about it, into 12. There's a little touch between the both rear, the front and the rear. Then he gets it done here at 13 and cops a warning for his trouble. So that's now P2 and P3. Now they're probably going to chase after the Sly here, and that was probably one of the worst corners I've had down at turn 10. That didn't help my cause with Exodona, and the tyres was probably starting to feel the effects as well. But now Zombie starting to line up Laggy here. These two, I thought they were going to work in tandem here, trying to catch the Sly, but Zombie's had enough here and trying to go around the outside here. But compromises Laggy's line a little bit. There's a bit of contact there. Now into turn 4, should get it done, I would think. Has to really outbrake it, does Laggy. And he does actually, so just a little touch there from Zombie, and yeah, just managed to hold on. Now R8 going to make the move here on Kiowas, and that's up into P9. So he's definitely done the 2-stop, I think. I could be wrong, but I think he's definitely done the 2-stop. Now on the lap 24 we go, and Laggy and Zombie's putting more pressure on Laggy. He's going to make Zombie go the long way here. This is really helping the Sly out, because this is holding up their run to get to the Sly for the race lead and the win possibly. So that was an easy move there, and for Zombie, and now he's got the move and got the effective race lead off the Sly. Not going to muck around here, but Laggy actually gets the best run out of all these guys. And yeah, Laggy straight back up the inside here into turn 1. Zombie's going to have to do what he did earlier with holding off Laggy. Actually gets a bit of run here. Pretty much holds him up for the time being, but Laggy's not done yet. Now into turn 4. Is he going to have a look? Thinks about it. Zombie leaves the room. There's a little bit of contact between those two. Just heard the little bump then, but just didn't quite have enough. I think now, hopefully, he should run away with it. Well, not for my case, because he is up there in the championship standings. But yeah, back we go to us, and we've lost Spagbowl. So he's another one that's retired from this race. But on the lap 25 we go. You can just tell that the Force India of Exodona is just stalking me in the distance there. It should not be too long actually before he gets this move done. Just look at the speed he's got here, and I think I did cover, he did have a look up here, and I did cover the line here, but we just went way too deep, and that's just easy for Exodona. Probably a little bit silly in my part. I should have probably kept on the inside line and broke a little bit early to make him try and go around the long way, but again, tried sticking with Exodona for a little bit, but that slide out of turn 8 didn't really help, and he's just pulled away big time here. So, and that also didn't help my cause at turn 11, because that's going to get is that Matt involved as well. Again, riding too much curb then, probably turning way too early, and that's given the Matt the motivation to get up the inside here. We're going to go side by side here down the front straight on this beginning lap 26. But he's made that pretty simple there. I didn't ever think about it going very deep into the first corner, but I just had to relinquish the spot there, and yeah, basically that's pretty much it, done wise anyway. So, but now coming through here, have a big moment out of 11, nearly what Frizy had, and I think Mitchie had as well. So this is not what I want at this point. And I also got a 3-second time penalty now for corner cutting, but again, a tyre where you can just tell it's not brilliant. But lap 27 we go. again, just running very wide, too early there, and then they copped a corner cutting penalty warning there. So I think the best I can do now is just trying to salvage points here as they get a little bit sideways out of the final quarter, not the final quarter, turn 10. But here's Zombie Hunter, and to win the Bahrain Grand Prix, nearly does a Penske with the finish. But yeah, just look at those tyres; they're really shot now. I think P7 is probably the best I can do here, but yeah, Zombie obviously see that takes the win, but there is a little bit of spice to come at the end of this race, because that is Exodona in the foreground, and he's slowing big time. I corner cut myself big time there. It cops a 5-second stop go penalty, but Exodona did actually have a puncture. That put us up into P6, which actually was still P7 with penalty. So you can tell Exodona was really struggling at the end. I think it was a right rear puncture. They're just probably pushing those tyres a little bit too much there. But here's Penske finishing off in style as always. But yeah, maybe it was probably still going to be a long shot whether I could get 6th place. But I mean, 7th place, it's just really the best I could do. Nothing else. It just literally, you could just tell no practice does you no good at all. You've just got to practice. But there's the podium there. Zombie Hunter, he makes it 4 different winners this season from Laggy and the Sly. And DT up there in P4 did a ripper job. Matt in 5th and Exodona in 6th. You'll be able to see the full results on your screen now. There were the top 11 did finish. The rest did DNF anyway. But now I'd have a look at the driver standings, and it is now only 1 point between myself and Zombie. And Laggy's now joined the party as well, so he's not far behind. Another 6 points. 6 points behind me. Owens dropped back to 4th. The Sly moved up a bit, and Mitchie is also dropped back as well. But constructors-wise, it's now tightened from 30-odd points, I think it was, to now 16 points. So that really has not helped Ferrari at all. Haas have still there in 3rd, Red Bull in 4th. Sauber now jumped all the way up into 5th there. And then Williams yet to still score points. So, yeah, basically now I've just got to pull my finger out and hopefully improve for the next round, which is the Spanish Grand Prix. So if you did enjoy this video, guys and girls, be sure to give it a big smash on that like button. Comment down below on what you thought about that race and my absolutely embarrassing qualifying. Subscribe to my channel for plenty more AOR, Oceania, League Racing, and other league races on F1 2017. Be sure to hit that bell button as well, just to make sure you don't miss any of my new videos coming out. And also, you can follow me down on my social media. All the links are down in the description. But for the moment, guys and girls, until the Spanish Grand Prix, it is goodbye, and I'll see you all next time.